Tanjay really hurt us. He's a really good player, but I mean, back and forth games, kind of game, the competitive game you want to play in, and they just got the better of us at the end.
What was the difference for him in this game versus the first time you guys shut him down?
I think he was just being ultra aggressive today. I mean, he was hitting a lot of shots, a lot of tough ones. He was just, once he saw that ball going, I felt like the basket got bigger for him.
Do you feel like if guys if you weren't the ability to finish today, in the paint, like the shots just weren't dropping for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, every shot that we had in the paint, I felt like was a really good shot for our team, and they just weren't dropping in our favor. I mean, those are shots we practice every day, so I just felt like those shots weren't dropping.
That end of the first half, how much did you guys miss Jackson's rebounding in that stretch, that 11:07 where they kind of swung the game?
A lot. I mean, he provides a lot of energy off those offensive rebounds. I mean, he gets our offense really going when he gets those boards. So when he got those 2 quick fouls, it kind of hurt us because we knew coming in that he was going to do that. But Carson stepped up and got a lot of offensive boards for us, a lot of defensive boards. But it still hurt that we didn't have Jackson down there as a presence.
First loss in a while, 8 games, obviously. How do you take that and going into the one and done time?
You gotta move on. You gotta have that mindset and move on because the season's still not over. We still got March Madness, and this is where it really gets real. So we know that we gotta come in, change our mindset, and focus on whoever we gotta play next.
You haven't been in a spot where it's come down to it from this sort of situation where it comes down to one.
I mean, we didn't lose the game at the end of the game. I felt we lost the game a little bit earlier. I mean, those are just little plays at the end that we didn't capitalize on. You know, the floaters, the box outs, free throws. I felt like those were the plays that we missed that we could have won the game on.
How emotional was a game like this where you would go on a run, they go on a run, and then it comes down to the end like this?
Super emotional. I mean, these are games you want to play in, competitive games like this against really tough teams. So it was super emotional. There was a lot of emotion involved from both teams, a lot of jawing, a lot of talking, but that's how the game goes.
How does a game like this prepare you for what you're about to see coming up after this?
We're gonna see teams like that, teams that got really tough players that got a good game plan offensively, and yeah.
Like today, obviously very emotional back and forth, but what can you take going forward knowing that there's going to be a lot more games kind of like this magnitude going forward?
Definitely just that the little things matter. Coach emphasized yesterday, like the possession can be won or lost in one possession, one rebound, one missed free throw, just something like that. So just understanding that we got to do that part, and it's time where one possession can win you lose you the game.
And as far as this team goes, being able to stay together, obviously it's been a while since you've had a loss, but how does this team stay together this next week and then obviously make their best performance going forward?
Really just understanding that luckily it's not the NCAA tournament, but at the same time that we can learn and still grow from playing a great team, and that we got a lot of great teams, hopefully coming up. And just that everything matters now. Like every little thing, every little detail, scouting reports. This is so much more important.
Thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate it. A little extra minutes in there with Jackson getting in foul trouble, but you made the most of it. 8 points, 10 points. What did you kind of see out there that was going well during the times that were working, and maybe not so well during some of it?
Yeah, I think during the times I was working, we were really just moving the ball, and as big men, we were rebounding the ball and creating our offense through our defense. When we went on all those runs, it was when we were able to generate tough shots for them and rebound and run and get to the line. And then the times that we weren't great were, times when we were just undisciplined, fouling when we shouldn't have to, or just giving them something that that we prep on, that we work on. So it's stuff like that we really need to minimize if you want to keep playing. So
certainly an emotional game, just back and forth battle. I mean, really an excellent game. What can you maybe take from this game, knowing that there's going to be more battles just like this coming up in the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think being the aggressor and being able to hit first, especially in tournaments like this, and then in the next tournament, being able to set the tone early and not let up when things get tough, and then also kind of relying on the leadership and the experience of the upperclassmen.
Appreciate it.
It was a crazy game. Lots of runs, lots of plus plays on each side. Was there one point where you guys kind of felt like they were really taking it to you? Was there any one moment or play that you look back on in this moment that you think Carson really kind of?
It was tough in the second half when they went on that 7-0 run. When Tanjay hit a couple tough shots. I think Blackwell got a shot, and then there were some free throws in there. Stuff like that is just it's free points for them. And they can use that as fuel to get on runs. Especially that was right after we went on our run. So I think for us, we really had to keep our foot on their throat, and we had a stoppage in there. And then we kind of got held up with what was going on, and then we just got to be more disciplined when it comes to that and handling those runs, because when we get to the next tournament, it's all going to be handling runs.
It's a strange confluence because here you are, you miss out on this goal that I know was to get the #1 seed and to win the Big Ten tournament, but now you still have so much in front of you. How long do you hang on to kind of the sour taste of this loss?
Probably today and tomorrow. When we watch film and kind of learn from it, and just take in the stupid things that we did, and just trying to learn from that. And then after that, once Selection Sunday comes around and we're able to kind of see where we're at and how the seating is going to come out to, then we can focus on the next job. So.
What's the most important thing that this team has learned this weekend? I mean, just the quick turnaround here that you can point to that you guys will be able to use next week.
I think. Like what you said in this game, with how many long runs that we had, that if you feel that you're tired, you can assume that they're just as tired, especially with them having to play the one extra game. So for us, it's huge to really use that as a moment to drive and get to the next level and continue to grow as a team and as players and teammates. So.
There was some kind of spark with you and Bowler on the floor there together at the end. Give me just a sense of what that's like when you guys are able to help control the game and grab important rebounds.
Yeah, I think that's, personally, I know for Jax too, that being able to rebound efficiently and that all game is huge for us and huge for our team. So for us to really do that and to come at that point in the game, especially a couple of them in the free throws, and me and Jax were able to kind of get some tip outs. And just try to keep our hopes alive. Stuff like that's big, and also helps keep us in the game and allows us to just give us a chance. So you can't look past any of those moments, and you can't take it for granted. So.
Thanks.